Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. I'm Philip Duncan. Hope you had a great Easter weekend. Well, this week, short week, and we've got a pretty simple week ahead weather-wise, but there's some double trouble going on in the tropics, which is where we start. Two tropical cyclones. Cyclone Iris has reformed again in the Australian area, and it could grow to a Category 3 storm, still meandering out at sea. It's been there for over a week and a half now. And over to the east, tropical cyclone Josie, which was named by the Fiji Met Office, and that is now moving away from Fiji, and it should go out to sea past Tonga, but it is one just to keep an eye on for the next couple of days as it tracks southeast between New Zealand and the South Pacific Islands. So this is how it looks around New Zealand for Wednesday this week. High pressure, that's the belt of it right across the northern part of New Zealand. That's encouraging westerlies or northwesterlies around New Zealand, which is why today, Tuesday, places like Northern Hawke's Bay could be reaching 30 degrees. Some of the highs that are forecast, 29 in Wairoa and 27 in Hastings, places like that. So inland areas certainly going to be very warm, a little bit of rain again on the west coast. But you can see the two tropical storms, Iris, the bigger one, and Josie, which probably is losing its cyclone status at some point on Wednesday. And then by Thursday, you can see the storm just to the northeast. It's well away from us to not affect our weather, but you might find there's just a bit of a swell that comes in as a result of that storm. Otherwise, high pressure dominates New Zealand on Thursday with just a few showers down in southwestland. Now to Friday, and high pressure again dominates over the northern part of the country. That encourages more westerlies over the South Island and west to northwest winds through Cook Strait. That low, that storm that was Josie off to the northeast, it's still out at sea, but it's a long way from New Zealand. The only bit of weather we might get from it could be a little bit of high cloud. Otherwise, the weather should be offshore, but the swells might still be just coming in around East Cape, although even they are not looking too extreme. Now let's have a look at the weekend. Saturday kicks off like this. High pressure moving in, and you can see a bit of a cooler south to southwest flow, couple of showers around, and it's pretty much the same forecast for Sunday as well. Now let's skip forward to this time next week, next Tuesday, and we've got another tropical cyclone, we think, in the area directly north of the country. It is expected to be a pretty rough storm. It could get up to Category 3 or 4 based on the modelling at this stage. But just like Josie, it could be tracking out to sea to the northeast of New Zealand, to the south of Fiji and the southwest of Tonga. So there could be a positive side to it, but it is another serious one to keep an eye on potentially next week. But back home in New Zealand next week, high pressure, but we're starting to see a little bit of life coming into the Southern Ocean now. Between these big highs, we're getting these sort of autumn changes, and they're just going to step up more and more as we head through this month. But overall, the next week or so ahead looks drier than average in many parts of New Zealand. That's all from me. We'll catch you again on Wednesday.